What are you guys doing in my living room? Thanks for coming. I mean, as long as you're here, I should play you some music, right? We should drink some wine together too. I hope you guys had a great week, and I know I took last week off because I took a little field trip to Los Angeles and had some fun. And it was my first time out. It was amazing. So, anyway, I will talk more about that in a few minutes. But I've got a lot of music to play for you, and just, it doesn't really make any sense apart from they're all songs I love, and they've all got different reasons for them. And I will let you in on those as the songs go by. I've got wine too. Check this out. I've got wine samples. So we've been going through wines, trying to figure out what we're gonna send out for our fall reservetastings.com shipment. So we had a bunch of wine in the house. These are two of the bottles. They're two different wines. What? Never pouring wine on a piano. Usually my husband gives you the wine advice, but I'm gonna give you the wine advice tonight. Thank you for coming. And I just wanna say cheers to you. Grab a glass of wine, have some fun, drink, dance on the couch. It's okay. I also want to know, I just want to know that you guys are here. Tell me where you're coming in from, but tell me if you've got a birthday, if you've got an anniversary, if you got something special going on. Let us know. I'll give you a shout out later in the show. And I've just got a bunch of really, really fun music to play for you. I need to drink some wine first. What? That's not bad. All right. My husband, Eric, will be coming in for the wine intermission to tell you what this is and kind of what to look for when you taste wine. But I'm going to tell you what to look for when you play saxophone or when you sing or when you're hanging out in my living room. This is what happens. All right, I actually brought my very shiny Audio-Technica mic out here because we're trying some different stuff. We're trying a little bit of new software because we thought we'd be fancy and, kind of be cool and use some cool software. So, what are you gonna do? You gotta use technology, right? So I've got my fancy Audio-Technica mic. I wanna thank them for this. I have recorded on this microphone since my very first record, and Audio-Technica rocks. Also, you guys have been so nice. I've gotten so many emails and just Facebook messages and just saying, hey, we wanna donate or we wanna give. We know that every musician has been out of work, including me and my band. So I did put up a PayPal account, and so we're going to put it on the screen with our new fancy software. And thank you for asking about that. It's much appreciated. So anyway, on to music, all right? This particular song is a favorite of mine, and it's by an amazing saxophonist, Stanley Turrentine. Anybody Stanley fan? Little Stanley Turrentine never hurt anyone. So this is a song that a lot of people have recorded, and that's because it's a great song, all right? And I made cookies the other night. They have a lot of sugar in them, so I'll dedicate these to the chocolate chip cookies that are in my kitchen. This is called Sugar. A little sugar. Never hurt anyone. uh, all right, see, I just played you guys Stanley Turrentine. That doesn't happen every day. But we listened to him in the living room, drinking some wine, so I think it's all good. I hope you guys are having a good time, and I'm just so glad you tuned in tonight. This is so cool, and we're here, we're at home. It's beautiful outside. Um, yeah, but we're going to see that later. I just want to say this week has been an incredible week, and I took a field trip, which is something I haven't done for months and months and months, and I did it, and a lot of you were there to see it. I took a field trip, and we drove down to Rick Braun's house, and he threw this party in his living room. His living room's a little bigger than mine, but it was Rick and a bunch of my band members, and we just had a blast playing together. So it was just so fun to be with my friends, be in the same room. We had masks on. Obviously, I couldn't do the rehearsal or the show with a mask on. I do sing and play sax. It gets in the way. But we had so much fun, and it just felt so good to play music with my friends. So if you missed it, go to Rick's YouTube page, and it's an awesome show. We played for almost 2 hours and talked a little bit to old stories of how we met many, many, many moons ago. So youtube.com/Rick's Cafe Live. And it's just so fun. So, see it if you haven't seen it. This next song, I'm going to put down the saxophone for. And this, I believe this is my mom's favorite song. She loves it, and she always just likes to listen to it. And it's an Otis Redding song. And I have to say, I've never met anyone who doesn't like this song, but I feel like we live on the water, and it's kind of like I sit out on our patio and I just watch the world go by because, for the last few months, that's what we've done. We haven't been moving and traveling. So I felt some kinship. I moved from Hollywood up to Northern California, and I'm sitting on, I don't have a dock, but sitting on the bay. So this is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. What do you think? More wine? I think more wine. I like this, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It's a sample, but pretty cool, huh? Sitting in the morning sun, happy sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I'll watch them roll away again. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay. watching the tide roll away, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Hollywood, headed for Frisco Bay. I had nothing to live for, nothing that'll come my way. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I sit in the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything just remains the same. I can't do what 10 people want to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here resting my bones, loneliness won't leave me alone. It's 2,000 miles I've roamed just to make this dock my home. Oh, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I gotta say, it's not what I grew up doing, playing piano and singing, but it's super fun, and it's just it's fun to be able to play songs that I love, that I grew up with, and I'll mess them up here and there, but we're in my living room. It's not about being perfect, right? It's about having a good time, and this pandemic has let me play piano more because I've been home with it, and it doesn't travel well. And it's just been really fun. So thank you for indulging there. I wanted to say that, this is our 12th show in our living room, and I've played so many songs. I've played so much of my catalog in every record, and done a lot of cool covers of songs that I think are cool. So if you missed any of them, or you've missed all of them, go to my YouTube page. So you can go to youtube.com/official Mindi Abair, because it's official. And there's a bunch of cool stuff up there anyway. The cool shelter in place video that you guys were all a part of is up there. But absolutely every show we post up there, and it's fun to have this on record. It's fun to live through it together. So I got another song for you, and this one is super cool. This one is a song that I grew up with, and it's an artist that I just always thought had such an amazing voice. But this song, I don't know what it is about this song. It just spoke to me, and I think every woman out there, it's going to speak to you too. And it says "Find 100 Ways." And my husband Eric, he brings roses in from our garden, right? This one smells awesome. So he brings roses in from the garden, and he puts them all around the house. So this isn't me, this is him. And so that's a line in the song. He's doing really well. So, little James Ingram, Quincy Jones, "Find 100 Ways." James Ingram. Bring it on. Find 100 ways. I got to play you songs I love so far. Stanley Turrentine, Otis Redding, James Ingram. I think it's good. But on that note, find 100 ways because it's so romantic. I got to bring in the husband. So we need a little reservetastings.com wine intermission. And so I think there's more wine in this house than just the 2 bottles that are on the piano. There's a lot more wine. So, oh, wow. Where'd you get that?
What?
That's a big glass.
No, it is not.
You've been busy.
I brought it for you.
You did?
Yep. Roses and big giant bottles. Here, let me move this to the side a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, hey, everybody. Cheers. Cheers. Good to see everybody. Ready?
Cheers. I win.
Do you want to drink that with the saxophone, or you want to put the sax down first?
The rules of the road say I should not drink and play saxophone at the same time.
I walked into that one. Oh boy, I walked into that one.
Wow.
I didn't even know she was going to say that one. I apologize. I apologize to everybody out there for that joke.
Okay, I'm better.
All right.
Okay, I got my wine.
All right. So here's the cheers. Ready? Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Cheers.
Whoa.
Cheers. Whoa. All right, go ahead. Let's see. I wish I had a drum roll. We need our drummer. We need third here. Woo! All right.
Good. Woo!
And everybody, Jordan is over by the computer, so say hi to Jordan.
What's up?
I hope you like our new graphics, and you can see we're trying to figure things out. The mic was a little low when we first started, so thank you for being patient while we tried to figure out all this fun stuff. Well, we've been putting up all the comments up on the screen, and everybody's been commenting, and it's crossed multiple channels on YouTube and Facebook, so things are going great. This week. Yeah, we got a little fancy this week. We got graphics going and an intro. We'll have an outro. Look, I'm learning all the lingo. All right, I'm here for the wine segment, though.
I know, right?
All right.
He's hired for the wine. I pay him a lot of money to do a wine intermission.
I'm a retired musician, so I got to do something. Now I'm into digital marketing. So Mindi mentioned we have a couple unmarked bottles here, so let's just kind of get into that. And I thought it would be really fun to talk about something that you could learn about wine that Mindi and I, and especially I, go through all the time. Now, we taste wines like crazy. For our wine company, we taste over 100 wines to find 8 of them, smaller glasses. So it would take too long with that. But just like when you go get a bottle of wine at Publix or where you go to Bevmo or wherever you live in the country, you know, you go to your local wine shop and you pick up a wine, or if you go to a friend's house and they open up a bottle of wine, the same thing when we get bottles of wine for samples, or, you know, when we go buy a new wine that's from France or wherever it's from, there's always that moment, you know, we all go through it, that you don't really know if it's going to be good or not. Yeah. And you kind of struggle a little bit if you think it's good or not, right? Yeah. And we do exactly the same thing. So in other words, what I mean by that is when you pop the cork and you put the, you know, the wine in the glass, what are the things that you look for? What are the things that I look for when we open up a bottle of wine? If it's a wine expert like me opening up really expensive wine, or if it's just, you know, a $15 everyday drinking wine that you bought at the store down the street. And we do this in restaurants too. You know, you buy a Pinot Grigio on the menu for $10 a glass, or you buy some big Cabernet for $20 a glass. And you always have that moment where you go, okay, is this going to be good? Yeah. And you smell it and you're not really sure. So let me give you a couple tips. So the first thing is when you look at it, does the color actually represent what it really should look like? I know this isn't like crazy sommelier stuff, but this is a Chardonnay. So Chardonnays typically are a little more golden yellow. It's hard to see in there. This is a Pinot Noir, so it's a little lighter red. So just look at it, and does it look like it should? You know, when you're not doing a full official master sommelier tasting, that's what we look for. And then the second thing is the smell. Now, again, if you're not a wine expert, don't expect to look for the pineapple this and the cherry that and the oak and the subtle tea leaf stuff that I wax poetic about. It's all real, by the way.
Yeah, but I can still smell that stuff, you know, even though I'm not a, you know, an expert like him. I just enjoy it.
You pretty much are now since you've been tasting wine for so long. But I guess what I'm getting at is that when you smell it, does it smell right? Is there something funky going on? And whatever funky might mean, burnt this or funky that, or does it smell like fruit? Does it smell like earth? Does it smell like a beautiful pineapple or a banana? And if it smells right to you, then you're in a good direction. If it doesn't smell right, well, you know, if you bought it by the glass, you're kind of screwed. But
tell them about the cork. thing? Because I had no idea
Oh.
before I met you about the
Yeah.
cork, and now
Okay,
I
for
get bottles.
all the single people out there, especially the single women out there that maybe go on a date once in a while, and some dude pops the cork, he's acting cool, and he smells the cork. The minute he smells the cork, I want you to get up off the table and just walk away. There's no reason to smell a cork. What does a cork smell like?
Cork.
Cork smells like cork, by the way. So
That
you
was
can't
easy.
really tell anything by a cork. You might be able to tell if the wine is corked, but it smells like a cork. So maybe you don't walk away. Have dinner first, then don't call him back later on. But cork doesn't really tell you anything other than if you see, well, we'll get geeky later. So the last thing is the taste. We were watching a famous Italian chef last night on TV on the masterclass, which I got for Father's Day. It's pretty awesome. And he said one thing. The guy is considered the greatest chef in the world for Italian food. Massimo Puta. And he said, does it taste good? Does it taste good in your mouth? Well, then it's good. If it doesn't taste good, then add a little more Parmesan, add a little bit more whatever you're adding to it.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing when we look at wines. It's the same thing when you should do when you have a by the glass and you're sitting in a lounge somewhere, or you're sitting in a restaurant, or you're at a friend's house. That if it tastes good, smells good, and it looks the color that it should, then it's an absolutely perfect wine. Now, for someone like us, we go through a little bit more of a stringent process looking for that perfect wine for our membership. So we go 5 wines together, and we actually will say which one is even better than all the rest. So that's a different level, but
we rate them.
But we go through exactly what you guys go through when you open up a bottle of wine that you're not familiar with all the time. So hopefully that helped you a little bit. It's really just very simple. Just, does it smell? Does it walk like a duck? Does it taste like a duck?
Quack like a duck.
Especially when dinner, duck.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta eat the duck?
Yep, gotta eat the duck.
Wow,
and tonight we're having
they're
halibut
so
for all those
cute.
people who want to know.
Oh yeah, we are.
I accidentally bought too much, so we got to make halibut. So
Hey, buy too much halibut all the time.
So
No, I liked what Massimo said, because it was cool to hear, like, the recipe doesn't matter. If you like, this, put more in. If you like this, and I think with the wine, it's cool to think about it that way, because sometimes it seems like one thing is right and one thing is wrong.
Yep.
And if you like this, no, this is right.
This is going to be right. And winemakers will make wine that way. They'll add that little extra Parmesan, so to speak, right? So if they need a little more Syrah in the Pinot Noir to give it some more color and give it a little more fruit, that's basically them, their mind saying, I want to make this more perfect.
That's what they want. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So please ask questions. Jordan's over there. Say hi to her. Hopefully, technically, everything's going. I shouldn't apologize when I'm on stage, but I just want to make sure that the experience is beautiful, everybody. And I'm the wine segment, no longer the music segment. So
that's all right. You will be brought out of retirement as a ukulele player at some point.
I'm not the Eagles. I'm not Kiss. I'm not going to come out of retirement 5 times.
I don't know. It's so fun, right?
I don't know. Maybe a big money. Maybe if Live Nation came to me, possibly. I don't know. We'll see.
Live Nation's going to come to our living room. It's going to be good.
But I'm tan, so you can tell I'm enjoying retirement. So
he's out there on the patio drinking wine,
working. So
I like drinking out of this glass. This is fun.
Makes it feel like it's more, because it is. Thank you everybody for all your support, and reservetastings.com is our little website, so thank you so much for everything.
And you can email him questions, reservetastings@gmail.com, and you can get Dorky, whatever. He loves to answer questions.
Oh, and we have a virtual tasting this Saturday, so please come this Saturday at 5 p.m. before Rick's show, I believe, right? Because this starts around 6. So Saturday at 5 p.m. come on Facebook again, and with the new software, we're going to be able to interact more, ask some questions, show some pictures of some things. We're going to talk big red wines. So bring your big red wine and
big red wines.
Big red wines, whatever that means.
Well, it means big red wines, and I like that.
There you go. See how smart she is about wine now?
Yes, very smart. A couple bottles of big red wines. That's good.
By the way, James Ingram, man.
James Ingram, right?
I love James Ingram.
But you bring me flowers, and it's nice.
Well, if you guys ever, get bored in front of the TV one day, do a bunch of old James Ingram YouTube videos, and there's probably no one that sang better than him.
So good. So good.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to take that glass with you?
Can I keep it? I can put it on the ground.
Don't break the piano. Just put it. You can put it on the ground.
My mother told me never to put
giant wine glasses on
anything on the piano, let alone a huge wine glass full of wine.
And remember the cork suggestion out there for all the single people. Someone smells a cork. That's it.
All right, here. Now, maybe I'll put it down here.
Yeah, put it right there. Good.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Yay.
Sorry, Mom.
I'll
But
clean
Dock
it
of the
later.
Bay was for you. All right, hen.
You're doing awesome.
Yay!
Bye, everybody.
All right. Next song. This is a cool one. And I've talked to my neighbors about this because I've been wanting to do it for a few weeks. And just every week it kind of gets pushed back. It's like, yeah, not this week. I don't know. But I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan. And a lot of people ask me, who would you love to play with, that you haven't played with? And it's a few people. It used to be David Bowie, R.I.P. David Bowie. But I've always wanted to do something with Bonnie Raitt. I'm just such a huge fan, and I just think she walks on water. And the Stones, the Stones are just incredible. So as a sax player, I know a lot of people would want to tour with, Miles Davis or be in John Coltrane's band or something like that. But for me, I loved the fact that I got to play a night with Springsteen, and I loved that I got to tour with Aerosmith. That was just sheer amazingness for me. But Rolling Stones are amazing. And there's one song that I keep saying, maybe I'll put it on a record someday and do a cover of it. But I don't know. We'll see, right? So this is Wild Horses. By the way, the Sundays did a really cool version of this too. So this is with me on piano. Um, Maybe one day the band will play it with me, and it'll go the extra mile. But for me, this is such a beautiful song. Childhood living, it's easy to do things that you wanted. I bought them for you. Graceless lady, know who I am. No, I can't let you slide from my hand. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. I watched you suffer, dull aching pain. Now you decided to show me the same. No sweeping exits, offstage lights make me feel better, treat you unkind. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses. Woo! Cheers, Rolling Stones. Respect. Now, I asked you guys if you had any birthdays or anniversaries or stuff going on. I mean, I know we're shelter in place. I mean, some of you guys are going out, but here in Northern California, it's not happening much. I mean, I had my field trip with Rick Braun, but that was short-lived. So did we get birthdays? Did we get people with stuff going on?
We did, but I don't have any wine, so I got to get some more wine.
What?
Yep.
That ain't right.
Here you go. Hold on.
I mean, I have a really big glass.
Yes, you do.
Mine's not going to run out for a while. I do have to say, our neighbor, Annette, once I walk out the door there, you're going to see Annette on the right. It's her birthday on Friday. So cheers to you, Annette.
Yes.
What?
Cheers. Cheers to Annette.
And cheers to you, Annette. And it's Nick Egan, who's done 2 of our bottles of wine. He's done the really cool artwork. I know, you can show him. Really cool artwork. Nick, it's his birthday on the 4th of July. So that's coming up too, right?
Yep.
What else we got?
All right. So you got Janet from, I think, Carrollwood.
Yeah, Janet from Carrollwoods. 65, baby!
Woo!
Good for you. And
Monica's or Monica.
Monica,
But
probably.
they put it Monica.
Maybe
so I
so
don't
we
know.
say like Monica.
I think it's
Come
Monica,
on.
but it could be Monica.
60th birthday.
LaRonda Garrett.
LaRonda Garrett.
It's her
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday. That's awesome. And
This is, if we say this right, Simeon T-Bone Hubbard. It's 40th birthday.
you know what?
And
that
that is a
coolest
rock
name.
star name.
You are so rock star,
I-
Simeon. Right on.
Let us know in the comments if we're saying it correct, but Simeon T-Bone Hubbard.
Happy 40th.
Got to be a blues artist with that name, man.
I know you got to do something like powerful with that name.
Yeah.
So yeah, we would like to know.
I'm sure they are.
We would like to know what's up with your 40th birthday. And but I'm glad you guys are celebrating with us, whatever whatever day your birthday is. That's awesome. And thanks for coming in from absolutely everywhere. This is so cool.
Yep.
So we just love you in our living room. It's fun, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got my wine. I
Oh,
did my
right.
shout outs.
Are you going to take like a whole bottle back to your little back to your cave?
Bye.
Don't you like him out here though, right? Wouldn't you want to see him back playing like some ukulele or something? Just saying.
Live Nation, you can call me.
All right. Sorry, Mom. The wine is going back on the piano. All right. So I'm going to get the sax for this one. There's a song that I just wrote, and I'm working on a new record, and these things are slow but sure. And when music comes to you, you go through kind of different things with writing it. And this one, I named it Alive, and I named it Alive because there's just that feeling of being there and being present and feeling it all. And just being a part of it. So this is Alive. And I think you'll hear from the melody that you can question it. And I think we've all gone through things in these past weeks and months that we've questioned everything for various reasons, and just bummed out that we're not working, or scared that things are going on, that are out of our control. But you know what? It's good to be here and in the moment and be with you. So this is called Alive. and I'm eating my hair. Woo, that feels good to play. Feels good to be here. So I just want to say thank you so much. I've had such a fun week. I said I went to LA and we've been working on this new record and working on some mixes and what it sounds like. But we actually went to a little studio, just me and my friend who's a photographer, Greg, and we did a little photo shoot. So I had fun, kind of trying to see what this record looked like. You not only have to write the music that means something to you and record it and somehow personify it, but you have to come up with a look that's cool. So we had fun taking pictures and getting all made up. It's fun as a girl. So just put that in your head. I don't know when the record will come out. We'll see. The world's a crazy place right now, but it's fun to play the music and just kind of get into that. So for this next song, which is our last song, I want to go out on the patio and, soak in the sun, play for the neighbors a little bit. Hopefully I won't eat my hair, which is not good for the reed. But I'm going to, hey, honey, you want to come get the, I think he's in there drinking wine, but I want him to take the camera and bring it in there. So would you follow me out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you drinking wine in there?
Yeah, I missed my cue.
You missed your cue. You were totally just drinking wine, having fun.
No.
See what happens?
Purple teeth.
You've got purple teeth.
Damn it. Okay, I'm going to grab the camera.
Okay. I'm going to get my glass of wine. What? It's a cool song coming up. I need a glass of wine.
Okay, earthquake. There's our technical ability in our living room. Ready? Earthquake. Oh, there you go.
See, Rick Braun had like 17 years old. He had, two 18-year-olds working this all out. So, he had like a whole thing. But come on, let's go outside because it's nice outside. And,
I didn't open the door. I was supposed to open the door.
Oh my God, you're just back there drinking, having fun, right?
Am I getting fired?
No, you can't be fired. But here's the rose garden that he brings me roses from. Happy almost birthday. That's a neck, by the way. Okay, this is a song written by Nat Adderley, recorded by Cannonball and Nat Adderley with his quintet. And I used to do this live all the time with my band. We haven't done it for years, but it's just a really cool song. It's called Work Song. And a lot of people are back to work. I am not, but a lot of you guys are. So yay for that. And we'll be back hopefully soon. We want to play for you so badly. So we're working some stuff out. This is called Work Song. Wednesday night again.